Welcome back to another episode of the Salford RTG Career Mode here on FC25, where we are sitting 15th, not 15th, we are sitting 6th in the Premier League, I'm sorry, after 15 games. We are currently 6 points behind Newcastle United, who were, at the time of recording this, we're sitting in first. They have fallen. They have lost 3 games in the entirety of last episode and up until now, including against us when we beat them 2-0. So they went from first to fourth. Manchester City are sitting top of the table now, but they could go ahead and get into second with Chelsea, who have a game in hand. We also have a game in hand, so we could jump over Manchester United if we are to beat Nottingham Forest and then be only 3 points behind Newcastle United. I did quick sim a game off camera, which was against Shakhtar Donetsk. It was a 2-1 loss, so we did lose another game in that. We have Stoke City in the Carabao Cup that we'll probably go ahead and simulate through to possibly get in the semifinal, and then obviously Manchester United, and then we'll play either Brighton or West Ham, one of the two who is higher. And in fact, what spot is Nottingham Forest? So do we? Oh, maybe we play both West Ham and Brighton. Okay, so we will play both West Ham and Brighton. We'll go ahead and simulate through these games, both of these games here. I'll show you the end result of this one, just because I don't feel like quick simming it. We lost 3-1. All right, then. Nottingham Forest pick up all 3 points. Maybe we should have played them. And we will go ahead and simulate through here against Stoke City in the Carabao Cup. Let's see what we can do. Well, 0-0 for the first 90 minutes. We have a penalty shootout here to determine who's going to the semifinal. So, well, we'll see who comes out on top, to be honest. And Stoke City are through. They win 5-4 on penalties. Mark Bernal and Sacco and Savelte all missing for us. We are out of the Carabao Cup. Salford versus Salford. It's Salford versus Manchester United. 5th versus 6th here at our home park. Let's see who comes out on top. Savelte. Pal Victor in for Sacco. Can we get an early start? It's saved by Beadle. 15 in for Šeško, and Manchester United are the ones to strike first. Duranville crossed in for Šeško. Header is off target. Isakskin, Benjamin Šeško makes it 2-0 for Manchester United. Savelte back in for Cuevas, saved. Halftime instantly 2-0 down to Manchester United. Cuevas now on the attack. The counter. Why'd that go in the air? I did not hit L1 at all. Why'd that go in the air? Sacco. One-on-one and intercepted. It'll fall for Cuevas though. Into Pal Victor. Pal Victor gets his ball taken from underneath him. Katango, Cuevas, Savelte, Pal Victor gets one back. Salford back in the game here. Duranville, Šeško 3-1. The lead is back to 2 quite instantaneously. All right then. Moss, Sacco, Cuevas, Sacco, still Sacco. It wasn't a sweat. That was me shooting the ball. Got deflected into almost a pass perfectly for Pal Victor. Savelte, Cuevas, in towards Pal Victor. That one is met, and Pal Victor is missing the target again. And Yoni, who's on for Cuevas, into Ado Ajay, who's on for Pal Victor. And Ado Ajay stopped by Janssen. And Yoni into Ado Ajay. Ado Ajay, you've got to pick a corner, bud. And Yoni spins, turns off the crossbar. We will lose this game here against Manchester United, unfortunately. A 3-1 loss. We showed a little bit of life, but it was an instantly crawled back a 2-goal lead for Sacco, or for Šeško, I should say. Well then, West Ham and Brighton up next. Here we go. Next game up, it is Brighton in the Champions League. What? Brighton in the Premier League. What am I talking about playing in the Champions League? Three changes today. And Yoni starts at cam as he's gonna be transitioning into a cam. We bought him in as a CDM kind of backup player. He's actually better as a cam than he is a CDM. So cam main position he'll go, and he'll more than likely start over Santiago Cuevas. This is kind of his little debut, or not debut, his trial area to play at cam for at least a couple of games here until, honestly, I forget once I stop recording this episode. As well as somebody's offside, we go ahead and start Irapenda on as CM instead of Federico Castellare, just because he needs some more game time. And then we start Kadua out on the right-hand side, somebody who played one game. I didn't like him instantly, and he hasn't played since, so he's back in the starting lineup for today, so we'll give him another shot. Apadal into Pau Victor. Pau Victor looking out wide for Kadua. He won't find him. He'll lose the ball instead. Sacco out wide. It's not that great the ball for Kadua, but he will bring it down. And Kadua now down the right-hand side. Cross in for Pau Victor. He's offside. And Yoni. Kadua down the right-hand side. Taken out from behind. And these should be a red card for Kadioglu. Surely. Or is he already on a yellow card? It is a yellow card. Is that his second? No. Okay, so he gets a yellow. Oh, he gets away with murder. Interesting. Mark Bernal out wide for Kadua. Shall we try this again? Kadua will lose the ball to Shemeni. It's cleared off the line, and then Garcia heads it, it clears off of Garcia and over the bar. And out for a corner, which Saka will whip it in. In for Pau Victor. Header down, bottom left corner, and Salford have the lead. Pau Victor on the score sheet, 1-0. Darwin Nunez makes it 1-1. He just walks straight by our whole entire team. As easy as he likes. Yarquo Enciso fouled in top of the box. Is Apadal going to get a red card? He gets a red card for that. But Kadioglu doesn't get a red card for the earlier challenge that was way more aggressive. Just wait. Okay. It's not. How is that a red card? That is never a red card. All right, well, Irapunda, I'm sorry, but your day is done early. And Hendricks, welcome to the squad for the first time in a while. Do fully expect this to go in unless he goes short, which he does. The shot is blocked, not properly dealt with. Young saves out for a corner. Yakute Kadioglu intercepted. We might get one more opportunity right before the break here with Sacco and Kadua. If we can find Kadua over the top, which we will. And Kadua now a one-on-one with Garcia. Pau Victor's trying to make that run. We'll look to find him. Maybe we shouldn't have. Halftime 1-1. Well, the referee blows the whistle. Yokuve. Cross comes in for Sarmiento. He tries a bicycle effort. It is out for a goal kick. Well, he couldn't make better contacts as ever, Alex. Kadua, who's been quiet, but not out of him just being not that great. It's just been quiet for us, attacking-wise. Pau Victor's shot is wide. Darwin Nunez, Brighton take 2-1. What was that pass? That pass is perfect for Pau Victor. And Pau Victor to level things up here. Thank you, Brighton. It's 2-2. Who cleared that ball like that? What the hell just happened? A perfectly placed ball into Pau Victor by the Brighton player. Who was that? I don't know who that was, but somebody just absolutely tried to play it back and all the way back to the keeper, it felt like, which it felt perfectly for Victor in between the keeper and the defender. And a 2-2 here. Okay. Whoever number 25 is just absolutely played one of the best balls of his life to the wrong team. Kadua now on the ball. Kadua gets past one. Kadua slots it for Victor, who was offside right at that moment. Federico will come on for wow. Federico will come on for Bernal. What was that, Forbes? Was onside, or Darwin Nunez, I should say, was onside, and Darwin Nunez for his hat trick will get his hat trick. It's 3-2 for Brighton, and we are gonna lose to Brighton 3-2. We went down to 10 men. The game quite literally gave Brighton the win here. Unfortunately, a 3-2 loss away from home. Yikes. In the last game of the episode, we have West Ham away, not away from home at Town Park. And Yoni, who's now officially a cam, jumps from 80 to 82 overall. He becomes our highest rated player, which is kind of perfect coming into January 1st, which means we can sign an 82 rated player. The only downside to that is we have no money. We are quite literally broke. We'll have maybe 5 million with a couple players that we have sold that I'll show y'all in a second after this game. Hendrick starts at center back because obviously Apadal with the red card, he's out suspended. And then Law is going to start at right back because, you know what, why not? Honestly, at this point, why not? Amos. Back out wide for Pau Victor, or for Sako. Crossed in. I was thinking about the cross in for Pau Victor. Also, Kadua starts at right wing again, just because I like the look of him last game. We'll give him another effort. Law intercepts. Law's actually been decent. He can carry the ball as well. He's got a little bit about him, Law, here. How's your cross in? Needs some work. Now you're out of position massively, but Hendricks is there to cover, and I thought that was going to be a slide tackle, but he actually had full control of the ball. Cuevas on at cam, and Ado Ajay on at striker. Actually, no, what am I talking about? Vidal on at left wing for Sako. And Cambioso with the great stop, or a great shot, but better stop by Cuevas, or by, whatever our keeper's name is. Federico into Vidal. Vidal now. Vidal. Pau Victor over the top. Second ball. Pau Victor no longer offside. In towards the box. It's a corner. And Viper is in behind. And Viper to steal the win. And West Ham United to give us another loss in the books. Gordon. Viper. To make it 2, out for a corner, which is essentially game over anyway. We won't have enough time to win this ball and then get it back up the field, and especially if they go short. This game is over. Another defeat for Salford against another top 10 team here. We are into the bottom half of the table now with this loss. That is unacceptable. We have been absolutely abysmal. And so before we end the episode, some departures that are happening here. De Fleischer has been sold. He has left and joined Luton Town. Rhodes has also been sold. He's joining KV Mechelen. He was a youth player that just was never going to get any game time. That actually sets our transfer budget up to 8 million. Thank the Lord for that. We have some money, but is it enough money? Probably not. Our highest rated player in the kind of the benchmark for this second season, or for the second half of the season for this January transfer window, is 82. It was going to be 80 for Mark Bernal. With a position change for Agnoni, it jumps up to 82. And with 8 million, there's not a single player that we can sign for 82, a single 82 rated player that we can sign for 8 mil. So that's that. When we come back in next episode, we are going to have a monstrous month. We end the episode, by the way, if I can go ahead and get back to it. We go ahead and end the episode in 11th. We started it off in 5th or 6th. We end it in 11th. That is not good enough. When we come back next episode, it is Bournemouth in the league to start things off. It is Charlton Athletic in the FA Cup, which we will heavily focus on in trying to win the FA Cup this season. Manchester City in the Premier League, as well as Arsenal in the Premier League, and then we wrap up the Champions League, the Europa League group stage, where we actually currently sit in 11th after 6 games after back-to-back defeats. We need to win these last 2 games, which we should do against those sides, and then obviously February and stuff like that. I have some work to do to try and find some players, maybe sell some players. In all honesty, we'll see what happens, but for now, that's gonna be it for me today. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.